Hi, I'm Janet at Chez, Fleur podcast, where we talk to women that are doing amazing and interesting things in small business. As we know, small business is the backbone of our communities, and their commitment and love and dedication to what they're doing has always been fascinating to me. Today, we're going to talk to Kat Krylov, and she has a beautiful job, I think, in that she has an annual animal sanctuary. And, it's a promised land and so many interesting and fun things. We're gonna bring her on in a second. If you're watching our show for the first time, welcome. If this is something that you tune into regularly, we're so glad that you keep coming back. So let's talk to Kat and let's find out what amazing things she does at a Promised Land Sanctuary. Um, you're the proud owner of a promised land and animal sanctuary. Has this always been part of your life?
Um, in a dream state, yes. Having a sanctuary is something that I've dreamed of my whole life ever since I was a little girl. But it's something that I thought was way out of my reach because life was lifing and things were happening, and I was a single mom for most of it and raising a daughter. And I was very ambitious and very interested in climbing the corporate ladder. And so that's what I was doing. And the sanctuary was just something that I talked to my friends about in, in a perfect world. If we won $1 million, what would you ever want to do? And my answer was always to run an animal sanctuary. But I never really thought it would be a possibility until my daughter graduated high school and moved out of the house. And then I had this gap in my life where I was an empty nester before I was really ready to let her go. And then I still wanted, to take care of things. I had that mom instinct in me where I had the need to feed um, multitudes. And my friends just kept saying, you have these two horses that you're boarding at other people's farms, basically, and boarding horses isn't cheap. So why don't you look for a farm? And so I kind of gradually started looking around for a farm, and that's what brought me out here to Campbellford, which was completely by accident, where a friend of mine who's a realtor noticed there was a listing, and which was miraculously within my price range at the time back in 2017. And as soon as I saw the farm, I thought, this is the universe winking at me in a major way and saying it's now or never. You're going to do this. And things just kind of lined up. And it was just easy to make the transition and move here and, yeah, just start rescuing animals.
So you rescue animals. Do you stick to one type of animal or
All
do you
kind.
have do you have like
Yeah.
do you have
Well,
something
well,
that you
we're a farmed animal rescue mainly, so that is our focus. In order to be a wildlife rescue, we'd have to have special license, and I have no. It's like a whole different animal, literally, and I have no idea how to take care of wildlife. But we are a farmed animal rescue, and I also do rescue dogs and cats. And we have currently over 100 residents, and they're anything from horses to alpacas to donkeys to roosters, ducks, geese, pigs, um, you name it. We have it, except for cows. I don't have a cow.
uh-oh, this podcast
Oh,
might bring you one.
it would have to be two. They can't be alone.
Is there some what is the criteria for coming to your sanctuary? Or is there
Well, the main criteria is that we have to have space, and currently we don't. We're maxed out of space and resources, and since I'm mostly the only one taking care of all the animals here, hands on, along with one other amazing volunteer, it just has to be within what we can afford, because we're not just committing to taking the animal in, we're committing to the rest of their lives. A lot of them come in their golden years. So they're seniors. So we're basically acting as a hospice. And just like us, seniors can have a multitude of health issues. And so that includes, hospital visits and medications and extra vet visits. So all of that has to be considered before we take in a rescue animal.
So when some of the animals arrive, are they injured in any way, or are they just reaching their golden years?
Some of them, some of them have been injured. Some of them come just completely malnourished and emaciated, and just in need of good nutrition and TLC. And some of them come from homes that, like today, apropos, I just got an email saying, will you take our one donkey and one sheep because my parents are aging and they can no longer take care of them. So we do get a lot of those, or people just love their animals who they have as pets, but they can no longer take care of them for whatever reason. So we become their last stop.
Oh, that's fabulous. Good for you. You hear about sanctuaries that take in, oh, the dogs that race.
Oh, yeah.
They,
Yeah.
when their racing
The
careers are
greyhounds. Yeah.
greyhounds, thank you.
Yes.
That rescue greyhounds from the greyhound race, dog races, and you hear, well, you know about what the Humane Society does and what Lakefield Animal Shelter does with dogs and cats, but the wide variety that you rescue and support it's fabulous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, do you run any do you run any programs, or do you have people coming? You said you had one volunteer. Do you have people that come out and just to pat the animals,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
We
do
do.
you?
Yeah. We have several programs. We have tours. Because I also work full time outside of the house. This isn't my full time job. This is just like the work that feeds my soul. But I also have to pay my own bills, so I can't do tours during the week. But we do tours on weekends where people can come see the animals, and those run from May till October. So we just finished off our season, and then we just have like a little hiatus to let everybody relax. Mostly me.
Yeah.
uh, we do have two open houses in the year, one in May and one in October, end of October. We also have a program we're just starting, that is for teenagers, that teaches them how to care for farmed animals, teaches them about climate change, about how to be leaders in the community, and how to develop compassion and action and skills that they can take with them into their work lives, into their personal lives, and keep developing. What else do we do? We have equine assisted therapy, where we welcome people here who are struggling with anxiety, depression, PTSD. We've had war veterans that have come and spent time with our horses in particular, and have had like immeasurable benefits from just being around them. Because animals, as most people know, can be incredibly healing.
Well, that leads me into my next question that I have for you is that, we're seeing more and more that studies are talking about how nature and animals are great healers. Can you tell me some of the ways you've seen that healing process unfold on your property with your sanctuary?
Sure. Um, I think nature in particular, and animals are part of nature, but nature has this I was here before you, and I'll be here way after you vibe. And animals are grounded in the present moment. They're always just responding to whatever is coming at them right now. So if there's danger in the moment, they run away. If there's food in the moment, they will eat. So they are incapable, especially horses, because they're missing their prefrontal cortex. They're actually incapable of thinking about the future. They can't. So they're constantly reacting to what's in front of them, which is such a great lesson for us humans, who are always either like far in the future or in the past, or like our little monkey minds are always planning. And it's hard for us to settle in the moment. And being around animals and being around horses really teaches us to, it actually they physically affect our heartbeat, which slows it down, which physically affects our parasympathetic nervous system, which relaxes. And just, and it all happens very organically. So after just a few hours of being around horses or animals, and any animal, you find yourself being inexplicably more chill. And it's very apparent in children, because children are just like so honest in the moment, and their reactions are so immediate. So I've had some very overstimulated children come from the city, and literally within 2 hours of having a tour, like they come and they want to run around and they can't focus on anything. And after 2 hours, I'll see them sitting and just like looking at a pig, or like trying to connect with a rooster, or petting a cat. And like that, the shift in their energies just over that time, the short period of time, is amazing.
That is amazing. And that must be so gratifying for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Do you have a funny animal story you can share with us?
So I have a clown in the form of a pig. I swear he was a comedian in another life. His name is Chewbacca, and he looks like a Chewbacca. And he also looks like a little bat. And he's just like the most comical thing. He runs around after me. He's a little tank, so he always thinks I have snacks. And most of the time I do. And so the other day I put a bucket of chicken feed down. I didn't realize Chewbacca was out of his stall yet. Put a bucket of chicken feed down to get some water for the roosters. Before I know it, Chewy has picked up the bucket. But the way he picked it up is the bucket covered his whole face. So Chewy started running with this bucket, but he doesn't know where he's going. So he's basically trying to run away from me. I'm trying to catch him. He's screaming and bumping into everything, like into trees, into bushes. He goes into a ditch at one point, but he won't give me the bucket. Like he insisted on running away with this bucket. So it was pretty comical.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you did catch him and get the bucket
I
away
did
from him.
eventually catch it. It was a bit of a struggle to get the bucket away from him. But the nice thing about pigs is they're so forgiving. Like they can be screaming bloody murder in one moment, and as soon as like you let them go and pet them, it's like it's all good.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It must be delightful for you every single day.
It's always an adventure because everybody's such an individual and a personality. So it's like having 100 family members, all of whom want something at different times. And I really like you should come and visit us and see how amazing they are.
So you've got 100 residents on in your sanctuary.
Over 100, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And you still work full time.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Thank you. It's just, it comes from being a single mom so long and having a career. It was just like so relentless that I'm used to this kind of pace where it's just like always go, go, go. But the fact that I worked so hard for so long for other people, and now I'm doing something I love, and it's such a rewarding thing. It's like it's so much better for like my mental, physical, emotional health.
I am so happy for you. I think that's awesome. And this is what this podcast is for, is so that we can show people the business dreams of women that are making it happen. And like you're certainly making it happen. I I think that would be a riot every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
it really is. Yeah, and there's never a dull moment.
I
There's
could
we have Facebook and Instagram group sites or pages at Promised Land Sanctuary, where people can follow our shenanigans and see our posts about the animals. And I try to post something every day, just like outtakes from real life. Like yesterday, the ducks and the geese were really upset that the pond froze over and they couldn't get over it. They just kept walking over the frozen pond, yelling their heads off. Like, how could this be? Who took our water? I feel
Oh,
so. It
that's
happens
great.
every year. It happens every year. The first time the pond freezes over, they all lose their minds. It's like they don't remember.
Well, because they're in the moment.
Exactly.
Kat, I really appreciate you taking time from your busy schedule to be with us today. What we like to do at the end of a podcast is I like to send you over 5 rapid fire questions so we can learn just a little bit more about you. And if you're up for that,
Sure, shoot.
oh, excellent. Good. Oh, we've got a dog in the background. Good.
Yes,
Coming.
that's Billy. Yeah.
Going to come and help you with the questions. Excellent.
Maybe.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, pancakes or waffles?
Either, as long as they're plant-based.
Okay. Panda or whales?
Whales.
Fruit or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Puffy socks or slippers?
Puffy socks.
Guitar or piano?
Guitar.
A tough choice though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I grew up with piano, but I definitely prefer guitar. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. You've got a full schedule and you've got a lot on the go, which is awesome. And, you know, from our brief conversation, I can tell you're loving it. And that really, you know, that does my heart good.
Well, I invite you to come and visit us and make friends with our residents.
Okay, I would love to do that, and I will. I
All right.
appreciate that.
All right.
If you're watching Chez, Fleur podcast for the first time, we welcome you, and I'm sure you've enjoyed everything that Kat's had to say about a promised land sanctuary. And if you're joining us as a repeat visitor, we really appreciate that you come back and watch us often. And if you love hearing about the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the perils, the excitement, the blood, sweat, and tears of being an entrepreneur, then this is a podcast for you. Thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time.